Today we're going to catch a yabby on a piece of string.
Take me out in the garden with the beetles and frogs. Take me to the back door to see the geckos and moths. Get me down on the ground to see the spider's fangs. Just get me outside with my boomerang. Get me outside with my boomerang.
Just beside me is an irrigation channel, and it's a great place to go if you want to catch a feed of yabbies, or just a couple if you want to have a bit of fun. The yabby is Australia's most common freshwater crayfish, and it's provided many hours of fun over the years for many families. Today I want to show you a method of catching the yabby that doesn't involve any complicated nets, just a stick, a piece of string or thread, and a piece of meat. First of all, you've got to get your piece of meat and cut it to size. About a cubic inch is pretty good. Then you get yourself a piece of thread or string, which is about 1.5 feet long, and you tie one end of the piece of meat, and then you tie the other end to a stick, which is also about 1.5 feet long. Then you go to the water's edge, and you plonk the stick down into the mud. You get your meat, toss that out into the water, let it sink down, and then you get yourself ready with a sieve that you've borrowed from your mum's kitchen. Then you wait for a little while, and once the string goes tight, that means you've got a yabby on the end. So what you do is you put your sieve down into the water, pull the yabby towards yourself, with the sieve behind the yabby, you then scoop him up. Now let's go down to the water's edge and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, well we definitely have a yabby on the end of this string line here. I can see the string's tight, and it's also moving a little bit as he's trying to drag the meat away. So what you do is you put your fingers, a couple of fingers, under the string line like that, so you can feel the weight of the yabby. And then you put your net behind the yabby and then drag the yabby over to the net very slowly. And then hopefully at some point you can see the yabby. That's when you can scoop him up because you know where it is. He's dragged this right under the sort of the shelf on the edge of the channel here. Okay, I can see him. You can see his feelers. It's not a very big yabby. There. That's really only bait size yabby, but that shows you how it's done. Well, it took a few goes, but I finally got one. There are only small yabbies here because I think this area's been fished out a bit because near the road. Anyway, he's if you caught enough of them, I suppose you could have a feed, but I would just throw this one away normally, or if you're a fisherman, they're not bad bait apparently, although I don't think I've ever caught anything on a yabby. And when you get your yabbies, make sure that you grab them behind the head, and you can even, if you want to feel a bit more safe, even grab them in the bottom part of the claws, so exactly where they come out of the body. Now make sure you don't get pinched by them. Even a little one like this will inflict a pretty nasty wound. It hurts. It doesn't do any permanent damage, but it's got a real ache to it when it starts to set in. So I'll just let this little one go, and he can grow a bit bigger and someone else can eat him. Right, there you go, little fella.
Spider's fangs. Just get me outside with my boomerang. Get me outside with my boomerang.